Hey, so what do you think we should do for this kid?
Okay, so I was thinking, and I have this idea. We're gonna need a trampoline, a blowtorch, 12 rubber bands, and a jar of peanut butter. But it has to be chunky.
Okay. What's up, everybody in YuGiOh YouTube land? This is JesseBurn representing Team FTK, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Madolche Brilliant deck. So I've always been a fan of Madolches, but for some reason these cards were always expensive, and it's hard to get the Brilliant Fusion engine until it recently got reprinted and everything. So I finally collected the cards, so this is going to be my first take at Brilliant Madolches. So let's get into this list and I'll show you guys what I play. So starting off the list, you play 3 Angelis. She is honestly the heart and soul of the deck. You tribute her to special summon a Madolche from deck, which is really good. And then 3 of the Hoot Cake. Hoot Cake lets you banish a monster, and it can be any monster from graveyard, and then you get to special summon a Madolche from deck. So it helps combo off a lot with rank 3 plays and going into MX Saber and Volker to get your Gelato plays. Then 3 of the Cat. This card is actually really good because it's a play extender. So when this card is normal summon, you get to special summon a Madolche from hand, so it works really well. And you want to have as many extenders as possible, so that's what we play in this deck. Then 3 Gelato. This is your searcher. Whenever it's special summon, you get to search for a Madolche spell or trap. Gets you to your ticket, and it gets you to your chateau. Then we play 2 of the Stratos of the deck. This is really good. I would be playing 3, but this is like a $15 card, so just playing 2 is okay because I don't want to invest another $15 in this card, and sometimes it can be cloggy because you only want to see this every now and then. And then for the non-Madolche monsters, I play the Speedroid engine. This really should be the Predaplant engine, but for some reason I could not find my Orphis Scorpio. So when I do update this, this will be the Predaplant engine instead of being the Speedroids. But it works really well because if you control no monsters, you get to special summon Terratop for free. Then you get to search for Tekatsu board, special summon him because you control Wind, and then let you go into your MX Saber and Volker plays. Then we play 1 Garnet. It sucks if you draw this, but I mean, that's what happens when you play Brilliant Fusion. It's high risk, high reward, basically. So 1 Garnet, 1 Trick Clown for the light target, and then Juggler, excuse me, also works for the light target because if you draw this, or if you've already used it, then you can use the Juggler. So these work together really well, and then to combo off with them, I play the Hat Tricker and Thousands Blade. So this is basically like a little, right here, this is like a little Clown Blade engine because you have your Trick Clown, your Juggler, and your Hat Tricker. This is really good to go into rank 4 plays as well as link plays. And then Heroic is really good because you play cards like Soul Charge as well as Trick Clown, so if you pay those life points, you get another free monster. And then for last monsters is Glow Up Bulb. Now, I'm not running any hand traps in this deck because I feel like I would rather play more extenders, and I'll be showing you guys those in a minute. So I would rather play those versus hand traps, but I play the 1 Glow Up Bulb to make Nasheria Beast because almost all of your monsters are level 4 in Earth. So Nat Beast is really like the heart and soul of Madolches, which you'll see in the extra deck. Then I play 2 Chateau and 1 Ticket. So I feel like I don't want to play multiple tickets because it's usually going to be a one-time play because either you're going to win in 1 turn or you're going to lose in 1 turn. I feel that way about Madolches because you can either brick and your opponent's going to beat you, or you can just open Amazing and destroy your opponent. So you really only need 1 ticket. I play 2 Chateaus just because you can activate 1 Chateau and then later on in the game activate the 2nd Chateau to shuffle back all your Madolche monsters. And then I play, of course, the triple Brilliant Fusion. This is what makes the deck broken. I honestly wouldn't play the deck unless I have this card, and I finally do because I managed to pick some up at locals the other day, and I'm so glad that I did because now I can play Brilliant Madolches. And I'm also going to be making a lot more decks utilizing the Brilliant engine just because it's crazy that this card is still not hit because it lets you special summon Seraphinite, which gets you an additional normal summon, so it's crazy busted. And then speaking of extenders, double summon, this lets you basically just go off crazy. So if you open Brilliant Fusion and double summon, you get 3 normal summons that turn, which is ridiculous. And if just opening this versus opening Brilliant Fusion is good also, because you don't have to clog your filled up with another spell or trap. You don't get to send the 2 monsters, but you still do get an additional normal summon, which is why we play 2 double summon. And then I play 2 Called by the Graves. Called by the Grave is like really good because in this deck, your opponent can use Ash Blossom on your Brilliant Fusion. They can use Ash Blossom on a lot of your extenders, so that's why we play 2 Called by the Graves. Also, this deck does search, so you want to be able to stop their Draw and Lockbird plays. You want to be able to stop their Ash Blossom plays, their Ghost Ogres, all that other shit just by playing Called by the Grave. Then, more extenders. 1-for-1, Soul Charge, Monster Reborn, and Foolish Burial. These will literally get you to all your plays that you need. 1-for-1 will get you to Glow Up Bulb, and Foolish Burial will get you to Glow Up Bulb as well, but also Foolish Burial will get you to your Madolche monsters in graveyard, so that way if you can have a target for Hoot Cake is really good. Then moving on to the other cards I play in this deck. 1 Reinforcements to the Army. Search out your level 4 warriors. 1 Madolche Palooza. This is really good for OTKs and just putting in damage. It's a little slow because it's a trap. That's only why I run 1. And then we run 1 Time Space Trap Hole and 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. These are in the deck because I do like to have fun and I like to spice it up, and I run Trap Tricks for Flesia. In the extra deck, if I had a copy of the other Trap Tricks monster that searches for a level 4, that searches for a Trap Hole card, I would play him, but I don't at the moment, so right now this is really good to run just for Rafflesia. And moving on to the extra deck, it's kind of a work in progress, but I like it so far. We run 1 Queen Tiramisu. She's really good, honestly, the most busted monster in the extra deck, because you get to detach a XYZ type material, target 2 Madolches in the graveyard, and then select 2 monsters your opponent controls and bounce them back to the deck. And it only targets the monsters in your graveyard. It does not target your opponent's monsters, so you just send that shit back. And you know in this game, if a card does not target and it just like sends back, that it's really good. Then 1 Pudding Cess. 1 of the new Madolche Link monster. This monster is good, but it's not great. I wish it was better. I wish it like searched for Madolche monster on summon. That would be really good. Then 1 Seraphinite. Seraphinite is really good MVP of the extra deck besides from Queen Tiramisu because you get to additional normal summon. 1 Nechiria Beast. There's the 1 Trap Tricks Rafflesia for your Trap Hole cards. MX Saber and Volker, which is really good to go into your plays to special summon your level 4 warriors from your deck. Then 1 Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon comes up every now and then, and he's really good just because you'll be able to bounce cards back and you'll be able to just go into Firewall. Then double Mrs. Radiance. I considered playing Scapegoats in this deck, but I really couldn't fit in the room, so next time if I update this deck, when I do, I'm probably going to add in Scapegoats just as another spicy tech, but for now, 2 Mrs. Radiance is good is because everything you play is Earth, and you can get in a lot of OTKs with these. And then I play 1 Nightmare Mermaid. This is so if your opponent gives you Ibly, you're not screwed. You can just use their Ibly, and you can just go into Mermaid. And then as well as playing all the other Nightmare cards except for Griffin. The reason we don't play Griffin is because basically there's no room. Griffin's good, but these Nightmares are a little better. Goblin actually comes up majority of the time because this deck is really all about getting an additional normal summon. So if you don't open up Brilliant Fusion or Double Summon, you can just make Goblin and get your additional normal summon. So it works out really well. So this was JesseBurn representing Team FTK. Thank you guys all for watching. We will be uploading more. And also make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos. JesseBurn, out.